you know, they ain't gonna say they gonna. They ain't like what's that bitch Brittany Griner situation where they don't care.
Nah. See, there was a settlement before where they acknowledged the things that Jake suffered here in this country. So they've always kind of handled Jake in that matter. They would show leniency towards Jake. They understood what Jake went through here. But if you Jakes insist on fighting for this man and getting in his shit, they gonna treat you one and the same. Your ass is getting put in the dirt.
Black man go home.
This is not your war. Black man go home. That's gonna go out the window this time. All right, because hey, civilians are getting hit, schools are getting bombed. You know.
They said they had in school. Some of the girls that went to that school were military officials' daughters.
Right. Yeah, they ain't no. So when we hear Trump talk about the negotiations are going pretty good. I think we're going to reach a deal. Don't believe not one fucking word will come out that orange-faced devil's mouth.
That's all deception.
It's all deception.
As he's saying that they're planning their next attack.
Their next move, exactly. And they know better.
Iran knows better. Yeah.
That's why they keeping the barrage of attacks going.
Yeah, they're not letting them breathe.
No, not at all. War of attrition, that what they say. You know, but like, what's that? Proverbs 11 and 21 for you Jakes. No hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished. So you should know at this point you better stay far away from him. But we know Esau, he's getting desperate. You know. So he's gonna try to put hell on you to get you to go. You know? But hey, go back to that Jeremiah.
Yeah, it's back in Jeremiah 51 verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds.
Holds are mean barracks. Army, they're gonna go in, right? But they gotta set up shop. They gotta set up their tents, chow hall. They gotta set up their intel camp, where they receive all the intel and all that. Their workout centers, their armories. They gotta set all this stuff up. And their place to their beds and stuff, the cots. Where they sleep.
Base, it's called something else.
Yeah.
Basically, where an ancient war. Where you go back to not just the barracks, it's like one, but it's another one. So yeah, the camp. It's mainly a camp. You go out to the war, the front line of the war, but then you retreat back to your own camp.
Which is stupid because all their bases have been hit or destroyed.
Right.
Why are you gonna go over there and try to set up camp? You're gonna get fucking missiles out of there or droned. So really, Babylon is caught in a trap.
Oh, from Shaw. Jump from there where you at, stay where you at, go to Jeremiah 50 and read the 24th verse.
Is Jeremiah?
Read it in. Oh, it's like you can read it in that translation. I was gonna say get the NLT on, but you can read that translation too.
It's Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon. And thou wast not aware that thou art, and also caught.
Yeah, a snare is an ancient way of saying a trap. You basically, the Lord put Babylon in that trap. Remember, the goings, a man's goings are of the Lord, man. Exactly. So the Lord, he maneuvered you, to fall in line because you're under the control of the Zionists. And BB, that war criminal, he's so eager to get that the Israel expansion project. He wanted to get that ball rolling for decades, and this was the perfect opportunity for him. And it was a reason why they had all these pro-Zionists to get into the administration when he ran. When it was announced who was going to be the secretary, who was going to be this, who was going to be that, they were all pro-Zionists, man. All of them. If they wasn't Amalekite, they had pro-Zionist views. So they knew what they was doing, you know, to get this in motion. All right. So when you voted for them. You voted for the Zionists, man.
Yeah, it's cold. He didn't get him until after he was in. He waited. He waited till after he was elected. Talking about no more. He got in. Everybody in position. As he said he's going to do, got doors and all of that in there, cleaned house to make room to put his people that was going to, because they knew. But who else is going to back Israel over there? Who else is going to back them enough to go and do this agenda?
Yeah.
Taking that basically bring Greater Israel to project to life.
America was the only force that they would be able to have to carry that out. Because they done made enemies everywhere else. They're the main antagonists of the whole so-called Middle East. You're funding these rebel groups, these terror groups, you know, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, ISIS. Yeah. Causing them with disarray throughout the whole Middle East. So they already knew, like, yeah, we're gonna have to get America to get in on this. We ain't gonna be able to get anybody else. We ain't got no other allies. You know? Yeah, man. So the Lord used them to set that trap for you. And that's hence the least of the flock shall draw them out.
It's a trap.
Now you getting, and they even asked that devil BB, and people are saying that you are responsible for dragging America into this war. And he had that big ass smirk. He let off a little chuckle. He let off a chuckle. You know? No, you clearly dragged them in. Because there was no other, what other, every other country over there have been saying what threat did these people pose to us in the whole region.
What threat did they impose to America?
Exactly.
Right, and the reason why Hezbollah, the Houthis, and all these forces they exist is because they're called the resistance. They were created because you were out there
To fight against opposition.
exactly expanding and destroying and killing and robbing. You don't expect resistance? Dumbass.
You had them fighting all your proxies for them.
The point of Bill's points are the Lord as well, because when they just got done doing what they did to Venezuela, they was talking about every other, all these other places. They didn't mention Iran. They didn't have any interest in Iran until one day you wake up on a random Saturday and shit popping.
Truth be told, they used to be an ally of Iran back in the day. The U.S. I forgot. I saw the thing where their relationship went south, but they used to be, they used to be cool at one point.
Well, they drove that wedge between the Sunnis and the Shias, and then you had the Iraq-Iran war that took place, and America kind of like stayed out of it, but you could tell America was probably scheming. You know what I mean? And now America has its presence over there after they invaded Iraq. So now the forces that pretty much protect my foes are closer to me. They're closer in proximity to me. You know?
I got the chap. I asked him were they Iran and American allies. The United States and Iran were close allies for about 20 to 30 years during the Cold War. Roughly 1953 to 1979, the U.S. helped reinstall Iran's rule. The Shah.
Yeah, kind. He was wasn't America's biggest base in Iran at a point in time.
Mm-hmm.
They had a puppet government over there.
He said Iran became one of America's strongest allies in the Middle East. The U.S. sold Iran massive amounts of weapons, supported its government politically, helped build its early nuclear program. So they helped.
So you said it was from what time?
1953 to 1979.
In 1979, that's exactly when they formed the Revolution Guard Corps. The Iranian Revolution Guard.
1979, yeah.
1979, that same year.
They kicked out that Shah government. And that's when the U.S. gave Iraq chemical weapons and basically set them up to go fight Iran.
They were scheming the whole time. That's another reason why the scriptures say never trust thine enemy. Even he could in the beginning, a snake will be your ally until he can find a reason to finally snake you, and then you learn why you ain't supposed to fuck with a snake. Right? That's how all his relationships is like that. It starts off with, hey, we can be bygones and we can do this and make a deal in this, but the whole time he's scheming. That's how he's always been.
Like Esau was playing the long game, but shit, Iran is playing the long game when they ask that.
Hey, Isaiah 33. You deal treacherously with thee. Yep. They shall deal treacherously with you.
It's basically saying you deceive them, they're going to deceive you. What is that? Obadiah 1:7.
1:7. Our eyes have brought you to the border.
Huh.
They of your confederacy.
Yep.
They that brought a wound to you, they that eat your bread and laid a wound up under you. Yeah, man. In Japan, I'm waiting for Japan to get their lick in at some point in time.
They don't have to, because their government's going to get the stuff, you know what I mean? Because they're allies with America, and they try to go around the U.S. dollar, you know.
Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea, those nations could actually flip and say, no, we're kicking out U.S. bases out of here, man. We
for our safety.
Yep, they understand that they can't be protected from China and these missiles. These missiles, man. They can't be protected.
Sirach 13:4, it says, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee.
We know America wanted to have its presence around just to scout out, you know, with trade routes, with pipelines and resources that they can, all that shit interests him. So if he gets next to you, close to you, and want to do business, you better believe he's scheming. He has ulterior motives, man. But he'll humble him and crouch himself, you know, just on the front end. But then he eventually gonna show himself. Now Russ have not been altogether wiped away.
Verse 5.
I'm surprised that they didn't learn from Haman. Haman was trying to overthrow Xerxes. He just didn't know about it until it was revealed by Mordecai. You know? Same, we just, everything full circle, man. Same devils. You got it.
Verse 5. If thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yea, he will make thee bear and will not be sorry for it. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou?
Hey, what do you want? You want some tanks? You want some assault rifles? What you need?
Has it been declared what America's supposed to get out of helping them? You know what I mean? Like, America don't even know. They're just supposed to get out. Like, the citizens don't know.
Just give.
What you want?
Yeah.
What you want?
Yeah.
They always been that way. Everything is transactional. Remember the Iranian Contra scandal? Did we forget about that? What was that all about?
In Sirach 14:7, if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
yet shall he undermine you, which means to diminish. He's gonna drain you of everything, every like I said, the opportunity. As soon as he sees, okay, I can't get nothing else out of you, he's gonna discard of you.
This demon was Trump. He was, before they attacked, he was on TV about the protests over there and the riots in Iran. How they were supposedly killing thousands of their own. Help is on the way. You know, he was telling the Iranian people that help is on the way. And don't worry, we're gonna come. Yeah, help is on the way in the form of Tomahawk missiles to your to your little kids, to your children.
Right.
That's the help that they're sending.
Yep.
And many more civilian infrastructure with thousands of people being killed, man.
These motherfuckers are backing a regime that was actually shooting missiles, not missiles, but shooting, using drone strikes to kill UN humanitarian aid that was trying to feed those starving children in Palestine. You know what I'm saying? Like, UN aid is coming to actually give aid to these people, and you're bombing them. So the world is figuring it out now. They're finally figuring it out, man. No, you're not tripping. Yes, they're the devil that the Bible speaks of, man.
Iran knows that.
They know.
That's why they keep making those AI videos of them shooting a missile to the image of Baal statue.
Iran-Contra scandal. It says the Iran-Contra scandal was a major political controversy in the U.S. during the 1980s, involving secret arms deals and illegal funding of rebel groups. Under President Reagan, members of his administration secretly sold weapons to Iran, sent money to Nicaraguan rebels, the Contras. It says, so the administration broke the law by secretly funding the Contras using money from the Iran armed sales.
To destabilize governments.
Yeah, it says the U.S. hoped Iran would help secure the release of American hostages held in Lebanon. It was surprising because Iran was officially an enemy, especially after the Iran hostage crisis. It says it was a big deal because it violated U.S. law. Congress had explicitly forbidden funding the Contras. It contradicted U.S. foreign policy, negotiating with a hostile nation, and it showed lack of transparency and accountability in the government.
I got another question real quick. Maybe brothers already know. What was the weapon of choice of Iran? I know the gun of choice. That's the clue. AK-47. What's the cost? Kalashnikov. So you know where they got that from. So you saw that they was already being allied with them, connected to them back then. They agree about it. Showing you that America and Russia always had that conflict, but going back into what he's reading about, America always been trying to deceive and throw deals to overthrow and dominate. Jeremiah 51, man, that's prophecy. The guy asked the Dallas, right? Because look what we're reading. You'll notice that other groups, they read these other your sources that you get to read the Bible. They're not reading the prophetic chapter, the prophetic books. Okay? That's a key to these breakdowns, the name and the prophecies. You got it,
back in Jeremiah 51 and 30, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their homes. Their might have failed, and they became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken.
because America's not that. I don't know if brothers know, but there was a different masculine spirit in America back in the day.
Especially with the military.
Oh, if you was Green Beret, man, if you was Green Beret or tough as shit, he's an Edomite too. Tough as shit, my dad's friends, you know, super tough. Doing all kind of weirdo shit, walking around fucking knife. Hey, you at home, bro. What you got a big ass super blade on you for? Cause you comfortable with it? Now, I say that to look what they walk around with now. Well, got fidget spinners and shit. This is what they grew up to.
We were talking about it yesterday. They're doing TikTok videos and shit in their barracks, you know?
Yeah.
Complaining about how they can't wear earrings and shit.
Yeah. I gotta get a haircut now. So
You know?
can't express myself.
They're not built for this war, man.
They go over there where the hoes at.
They're trying to get lit.
That's all the reason nigga went over there, man.
More money to go over there.
Shit, there women over there that knock a nigga out. They train their women.
Oh yeah.
You got like ninjas.
The Army of Ninjas, I think, is one of
They
them.
train women in martial art combat, how to shoot.
To be assassins.
Yeah.
I think the Israeli do too, though. I think the Israeli do too. They're forces as well. Yeah. So that's why that scripture comes to life. You can look right on the internet and see the mentality of you American military age people. Okay? Y'all not ready for this.
Yeah, special forces is not gonna get the job done, man.
They want to. So you want to expand the age of enlistment to 42?
Hoping to get that other Gen X.
Yeah.
Get Gen X in there.
Like maybe they got a different mentality, so we're gonna expand the age up to where these men, they came up in a different era, so maybe they'll be useful. Motherfucker, 40. You get men in their 40s, dog. You don't get stronger as you age. You might become more wiser as you get older, but your body is not the same.
They say war is a young man's game, man.
Yeah.
And the way that America treats their vets, you know? You think these same men want to come and fight for you? All the mental problems that they're going through, now they got to hop back into that same mindset?
It shows that they're desperate. They're running out of options.
That's wicked in itself. To have poor vets. That's wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's wickedness, man.
You know, but anyone over 40, man, a lot of them ain't really even in shape like that.
They got children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's just
they call it the dad bod and shit.
Yeah.
Drinking and smoking heavy.
You know what I'm saying?
it's meat for the grinder, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just another body.
They just need more collateral sacrifices.
Well, I don't know if it's true, but it's funny. It sounds like Israel is willing to fight to the last U.S. citizen, man.
That's what that sounded like, right? That's what it sounded like.
The analogy of that movie 300. When he asked, he asked the men that came to fight with him, what is your profession? And they got all these different soft ass, professions.
Yeah. I'm a baker. I'm a butcher.
Because those things can't be applied in war, man. How much more America, man? These people,
Bro, if they were so confident in their abilities, you wouldn't have to be desperate and try to drag people that don't even want to fight in your war. You would think that you had the strength and the ability to handle it yourself. Hey, remember even when Gideon, when he was getting ready to mobilize soldiers, and it was a multitude of them, and the first thing the Lord said was, anybody that's afraid, don't even go.
Just go home.
The Lord said it was too many because they'll say
Numbers.
they delivered themselves.
Yeah, why they
By stretch. Yeah.
was that Judges 6 something? 8?
And that's really Esau's. That's one of his traits where he thinks numbers will scare the opponent, the enemy, into submission. And the Most High don't work like that. The Most High works smaller in numbers, so he can show his power. You got it. That's why Esau think, well, maybe we put troops on the ground and we pull up all these different battleships and aircraft carriers. The opponent, I mean, Iran and various nations, well, they'll fear that. That shit used to work. That shit don't work no more.
I was watching a news video, probably MSNBC, whoever. I don't remember. It said Trump really wants to get out of this war, but there's no way for him to back out and not be considered a loser and weak, which he's been trying to keep dominance. That's the Most High plan on his mind, keeping him in it. Now, I want you in this.
Hardening.
He got too much pride.
Yeah.
Too much pride.
He said he got no moves left but
It's what they call it, hubris.
hubris. Yes.
Hubris.
Yeah.
Too much hubris.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna bring him down. Pride go before, and a haughty spirit before a fall, man.
This is Judges 7. We'll start top. It says, Then Jerubbaal, who was Gideon, and all the people that were with him, rose up early and pitched beside the well of Harod, so that the host of the Midianites were on the north side of them, by the hill of Moreh, in the valley. And the Lord said unto Gideon, The people that are with thee are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, Mine own hand hath saved me. Now therefore, go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying,
See, because Esau will probably make the same claim. If he could get all these people, blacks and Hispanics, Chinese, all these patriotic Americans, and galvanize them and send them all over there, and somehow they neutralize Iran. Esau take the claim for himself.
But he did it, yes.
Trump would get up on that stage and say, "Yeah, see, this is why there's not going to be a third term. I'm the best president the United States have ever seen."
Third election, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he'll get up there and do that. He'll take all the fucking credit.
Gary just said, we'll take whatever we want.
Nigga, Pete Hagchef, he'll get up there and make a fool of him too.
I realize they're boasting against the Most High.
Yeah.
How's it go? He mustered up the host of the battle.
Shut his sword.
Right.
And this is verse 3. It says, Now therefore go to proclaim in the ears of the people, saying, Whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned of the people 20 and 2,000, and there remained 10,000.
See? So the Lord said, if any Kool-Aid is in your heart, just leave. Esau don't care if you're scared or not. You going. We need you to go over there and die for us because we're desperately trying to establish our new world headquarters over there. You know? He's not even thinking rationally, man. He ain't even being rational about it.
Right. Most of the military generals and the people who really know war are saying, don't do it.
Right.
Don't go into Iran, man. It's gonna cost a collapse of everything. And of course he had his advisors, which are small hats, saying, no, we're going into Iran. Okay? That's why the Lord said he was going to make them fools. All the wise men, all his basically his advisors, you know, they're going to give him wrong advice. Proverbs 24 and 6. It says, For by wise counsel
thou shalt make thy war. And in a multitude of counselors there is safety.
Wise counsel, man. You listen to the people who really know what can happen, what the outcome might look like. If it's best to go and attack, you listen to those people, the people who have experience, not the people who are cowards and draft dodgers. Chicken hawks. They call them chicken hawks because in their youth they were chickens. They didn't want to go to war. But as they get old and they're in a position of power, we're sending the troops in. Now they're a war hawk.
Got another one real quick. Proverbs 15:22 in the NLT. It says, plans go wrong for lack of advice. Many advisors bring success.
You had me think about Rehoboam. You know, when he consulted the younger men instead of King Solomon, instead of the older wise counsel, because he wanted the answers that he wanted. You know?
Yeah, there's a couple more.
It's back in Judges 7:4. It says, and the Lord said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down unto the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, the same shall go with thee. And of whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So he brought down the people into the water, and Yahweh said unto Gideon, everyone that lappeth of the water with his tongue as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that boweth down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men. But all the rest of the people bowed down upon their knees to drink water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand.
He was like, those men, they different. They, just based on that, send them. These are the ones you want to take. They're different. They went down and lapped. They didn't even get on their knees to drink the water. These are the men that you take with you when it's go time. We don't want no man to come and he worrying about his nails and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Light play. Claude and Ray.
We don't want no clawed ass nigga.
Just toast.
You want the dogs, you know? Because dogs lap down to drink their water. You know, that same type of it's what the word dog is kalab. What does it mean here? Kalab goes into it. Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dogs are loyal. They're loyal to their owners.
7. And the Lord said unto Gideon, by the 300 men that left will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thine hand, and let all the other people go, every man unto his place.
So you see, you know, it was an order, a structure to recruit for war. You didn't just take anybody. That's another reason why this place is going down. Because you'll put moles, you'll put women, people that ain't even built for combat. You want them a part of your war machine. What kind of shit is that? That's why these other nations don't respect Babylon.
Right. That's why ever since this new name came into the defense of the Department of Defense, which is now the Department of War, they declare that they were getting rid of the DEI programs. Basically, like all the shit that we're talking about, enlisting moles and women and people who don't know what their gender is. You know?
Oh, that's facts.
So it's too late though.
Been in there with fucking estrogen, you know, taking away your testosterone, like It's like, no.
How the fuck you gonna have somebody fighting and trying to defend you when he's not even sure who he is? It's not just about the physical aspect. You have to have mentally competent people in your army, man. It ain't you know America just okay. If you can get through boot camp, yeah, you can be a soldier. It's deeper than that, man. You have to be mentally capable. Yeah, it was, like we always talk about the video when they go around asking, well, why did you join the army? Why did you join? Oh, for a check, for free food, to get my mom papers,
college, tuition.
My dad asked me.
None of them say to fight for my country and patriotism and freedom and, you know, bullshit.
They never know what they fight for.
It's always for, and this, the army, the military is usually made up of poor people from the inner cities, man.
And these devils, they'll advertise, you know, making commercials, or even when you go to like a job fair, the motherfuckers they got their booth right there set up.
He'd be a recruiter.
Yeah, trying to tell you all the perks and you know all the incentives you can get if you bonuses, all that shit.
They hit you,
and you ain't even questioning it like, okay, so but what exactly is the cause? What am I actually fighting? Put my life on the line for?
right?
These niggas don't even think they'll go that far. Oh, so you mean to tell me I can get some health care? I can get some bonuses?
I can get a career.
I can get a career? They don't even think about it.
Yeah, that's how Esau got Eve to go off. Hit her all with all them perks, all them benefits to her. But on the back end, it was death.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So we died because of her believing that shit, circumcision. That's what Esau leads with. He leads with smooth sayings, man. You know, he wants to stroke her so-called ego or whatever. But on the back end, that fine print, man, is destruction. You know?
Yeah, the side effects.
I got it real quick. Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. You know, I just double in there. How you tell it?
Because anything to help, facilitate his itch for bloodshed, for war. They at least know that money's going to continue to accumulate as long as bodies is dropping. Keep the wars going. That keeps the money, the resources coming to us.
Yeah. It keeps the people confused and, you know, deceived. You know, they're trying to do that with the bodies that are coming back by saying they put a law where you can't record. You know, people, or I guess you know whatever it was when people come back from the war and dead or whatever. You can't record now because they want to hide it. And people are actually American soldiers, and
The numbers are more.
Right, hell yeah, they
There was a
more.
guy that said he was in the military and he used to do funeral services. He said that's never been a thing, man. You can be able to record your family member if they pass. It was never a thing because it's more going on than they're telling you.
Media tell them. Fast.
and then their families have to take some type of oath where they can't say anything, or they don't get that $5,000 or $25,000, whatever they're promising, And that shows you that this Esau pretty much buys this world through whatever means,
This is Psalms 73. Let's start at verse 5. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men."
You can start up.
3, yeah. It says, Psalm 73 and 3. "For I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment."
Man, pride, violence, because you're prospering so well, you You ain't even thinking about the fallout from war. You being approached with violence because you're safe from fear. You got security. So ain't nobody gonna touch me on this island over here. I control this shit from a vantage point.
Yeah, Americans have taken on that same attitude when they go and travel to these different countries. Like, hold on, I'm American. At this point, they don't give a shit.
Yep.
You're gonna make yourself a target more than anything. Going to go travel and
Kind like you're saying, even with the video you sent with them, Amalek going to the was the Philippines or something like that. Everywhere they go, they're like, they're mad that nobody speaks English in every restaurant.
Yeah.
And then
Taiwan or somewhere.
Yeah, Taiwan. And then when Americans go to these other countries, they stir up trouble, man. It's like they take the same sentiment of Esau, their leader, and they spread it everywhere they go, man. You know, as the scriptures say, as is the ruler sort of people, man. You know?
I was watching an interview with this demon. He's a senator, Lindsey Graham. Before the war started, the reporter asked him, "What's going to happen? What is President Trump going to do?" He said, "We're going to bomb the hell out of these people, and we're going to make a whole hell lot of money." You know, so that is right there, the mindset of the Edomite, bombing the hell out of people and making a whole lot of money. You know?
This is the cost of what he promised in his first term. When he said he realized what resources America has, they ain't got nothing but military.
That's it.
So if I'm a hammer, I gotta create nails. Shit to hammer. You know, this is what he's done.
He needs to know his money and wars and death.
That's all he knows. He lives by that sword, and that's how he's able to generate his wealth.
If you want all those blessings upon blessings, all that he was stealing from the scriptures and talking about, this is how he thinks he's gonna get it.
How he got America?
Small.
Through violence, right? So yeah, violence covers him as a garment. He wears it openly. He wears it like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
You know?
Like the World Wrestling Federation belt and shit. Like you walk around with violence on it. Like
that Theodore Roosevelt statue. Is it Teddy?
Yeah, when he's holding it.
Where you got the Jake slave on one side and the guy on the other side? Like basically, I conquered y'all. How did you do it? Violence, man.
But they don't realize the blessing of the Lord was on them to do that, to punish us.
Of course.
So it goes deeper. He just thinking by his own hand, talking about it with Gideon there. Right? He thought by his own hand he caused it to happen. He still thinks.
That's why he's trying to. All them erected statues and monuments. That's just him triumphing over what he did, thinking that he did it on his own.
Never gave credence to the Most High.
That's what Trump's trying to do right now. Where he's putting all these statues of himself, the ark of Trump.
Yep.
You know, he's trying to leave his mark on this, on his presence here in Babylon.
But he's single-handedly running the whole country so quick and fast into the ground, man. This place is falling hard, and he's still proud.
Ezekiel 28:4 says, "With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, thou hast increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches." Keep reading down.
Yeah, who does Esau traffic? The UN just came out and recognized the enslavement, transatlantic slave trade of the so-called Negroes. That's trafficking. Trafficking people. Using them for slavery to build up their cities. For free. You didn't give us no wages. You gave us sheds. Raped our women. Whooped us on our back, hung us. Etc. Man.
You know, all type of diabolical things towards them. And hey, that's the traffic that Esau put us through.
Continuing verse 6. It says, therefore thus saith the Lord power Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Yeah, the Lord gonna take you down through Russia. Russia, Iran, you know, some of the Arab nations. You know.
North Korea, China. It's going to defile your brightness. Meaning the wisdom that you thought brought it all to you. You know, this magic, your trust in all this technology and weaponry and all this stuff that you pride yourself having to try to, pronounce your dominancy over the earth. These nations, the Lord is actually using them to attack that. You know? And now you start to become weak in the sight of the nations now.
And ultimately, Yahweh Shai gonna use his men to bring down the top of the Edomites. You know, that's ruling the earth. You know?
Isaiah 47 verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment and one day, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection. For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. For thou hast trusted in thine wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
So you're gonna be getting it, from every angle, man. Things are just gonna be going wrong, and you're gonna be trying to, figure out, through your wise men on the left-hand side, what's going wrong. Fix it. And they're gonna be like, sorry, sir, we can't really, we don't know what's going on.
Like Pharaoh.
Shit's gonna be just constantly going wrong. And you're gonna be getting attacked in your sleep. You're gonna be getting tormented. Society is already divided. It's imploded from the inside out. It's gonna be Egyptian against Egyptian. You're not gonna have nowhere to run but down, into the ground.
Gotta go back to Psalm 72. Yeah, this back in Psalm 73, so like 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment.
Yeah, the top of his bank account, they ain't got to pay no rent. They not subject under payments like the common folk are. The regular citizen. They ain't got to worry about all that. All what they do is, try to cause havoc on planet Earth. That's all they do.
Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness, they have more than their heart could wish.
Yeah, but how you get all that fatness? You get ahead through bloodshed. If you ain't putting people in debt, you causing war. You're waging war against them. So that's how you got your fatness. And you just feel like you just deeply secure in your wealth.
You watching how the market is being manipulated.
Yep.
And you made millions. You know?
They manipulate the market.
Yep.
So you
Make
it's
millions,
they
man.
can make the market go up, go down. They can go make it do whatever the fuck they want to do.
They really
Which
they're-
Rockefeller said that?
Amshell.
What?
Or was it a Rothschild?
Give
Give me control of a nation's money.
I think that's Meyer.
My
gotta be
Hampshire Rouse.
Rothschild.
Yeah, give me control of a nation's money, and I care not who makes the laws. So you're gonna have that same lofty, proud attitude.
Yeah.
I'm above the law. I can manipulate markets. I can pretty much do what the fuck I want to
That's
do.
what Esau is done with the economy, with the debt. I mean the national debt.
Yeah.
It's like I can spend as much money as I want, and then after I'm done spending it, file bankruptcy, and then do it again. That's just like the type of nigga he is, you know.
Yeah.
He has no intentions on. He borrows money from countries, and you know, well, not necessarily countries, but he barters with them, but never pays them back. You know, oh, let's make a trade. Oh, I got you when I get my check. You never see the nigga again. You know.
Like this, the thing with this oil. If America produces its own oil, and then you just took fucking Venezuela, so why do people still have the fear of oil shortage, fuel shortage? Wanna know why? Because I want to spend Red's money.
Yeah.
That's the bully mentality of Esau. I want to make sure everybody suffer because I want that. Yeah, I got $200, but I want to spend Red's money. Habakkuk 2 verse 5 on down. That's what we're dealing with. That's the monster we're dealing with.
This man will send you to fight for that oil and then sell it to you.
Yeah.
In dollars.
Yeah, and debt notes. Fiat currency. Yeah. But hey, we can't fret ourselves because, like it tells you that in the Psalms, the 37th chapter. So fret not yourself because of evildoers that prosper in their wickedness. You just gotta let them. The Most High is very long suffering, but we know that He's not gonna acquit the wicked. The Lord is just giving them enough rope.
Yes. He set his bounds that he cannot pass.
Only He now will let until He be taken out of the way.
We know he's reaching his limit. He's getting there.
Got to read something. Sirach 14 and 8 in the GNT. A selfish person is evil. He turns his back on people's needs and is never satisfied with what he has. Greed will shrivel up a person's soul.
Man, dry your soul up, man.
That's a demon.
You become cold, like just soulless. You know, I don't care if babies gotta die. Elementary school kids in the school gotta die. Pregnant women in hospitals gotta die. I don't care about that.
Yeah, Esau got that highest level of nigger demon. You know, but you got it on niggas too, man.
Niggas are the
in
same
the
way.
ghetto, man.
Same way.
No gangster, you know, brown niggas. But they got that, you know, that same spirit. You know?
Yeah.
That's why 2/3 of you Israelites got to be put down too, man.
Yeah. The lust of your father you'll do.
Because Esau gonna get his, man. It's just niggas, you know. Niggas, you know, are our main enemy as well, man. You know?
Yep.
Because you're a part of our nation, man. You receive instruction. You know, salvation is open unto you, but you reject it. And you want to keep on doing wickedness out here, man. You know, you're going to be a part of the missile food, man.
Yep.
Verse 10. Some people are too stingy to put bread on their own table. That's the characteristics of Esau. And the scriptures also tell you how, you know, he that is honorable in poverty, how much more riches. He that is dishonorable in poverty, how much more riches. See how he act, man. He got the fatness of the earth. You know, he got all the resources in his hand, but he don't even take care of himself. How many billionaires you seen driving around in a fucking Prius or some other beat up little bucket? You wearing the same 2 outfits every day. They don't even know how to take care of themselves, man. And those are, those low level. I'm talking about the elites. Look at the state of America, man. This is supposed to be one of their hubs, their homes, man. But this place is they leave their own people out to dry.
This place is turning into a third world country.
Yeah. No, you see it. Got the most homelessness, the most drug use,
Most incarcerated.
yeah. You're supposed to take care of your possessions, man. It is you own everything, and the main place that you're using as far as the hammer is fucked up, man. Hey, what good is a house if if the stove, the kitchen don't work, and everything is messed up?
Foundation cracked.
Yeah, the pipes is leaking.
And you got all the money in the world to fix it, but don't.
Yeah. But want to go to another country and disturb their stuff.
Because his mind is on his money. His mind isn't on his habitation. It's just all of the wealth that he accumulates. That's his power. That's what he trusts in. Scriptures say the care for riches take away sleep. So clearly, his heart is on his treasures.
Look at these hoes.
I wish a bus was
Shaking their ass on the street.
Like stop in the middle of the street shaking the bitch shaking ass.
Scriptures tell you too that there's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man, right? And because he has, he got everything. It's nothing that, like you read it earlier. He has all that his heart can wish. There's really nothing for him yet left to obtain. He got it all. But he's just so covetous that he just wants more and more and more of what's not his. He'll do anything for it.
Let me get let me grab this real quick. This is Psalm 37 and verse no. This is Psalm 37 and 7. It says, "Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yet thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be." So we're going to witness him fall from that exalted, paradise that he was in for a period, for a season. He's going to drop all the way down to the pit of hell, to Hades. That's why we're not to envy him. We know how it's going to end because look how he got it. Can't nothing go right in the end for this man. For everything that he's done, you can't possibly come on, man. The Most High, we know that there is a God in the heavens, man.
And it said his iniquities have reached unto the heavens, which is doublefold. How the angels of the Lord is watching everything and constantly reporting to the Heavenly Father.
Man.
But also he got a rap sheet of shit that he's been doing over these generations, man.
There is no way this can end well for this man.
We didn't consider the latter end.
Yeah.
There's no way that the Most High is going to continue to let him carry on. It's over and over with the same wickedness, with the same destroying the earth, and he have to pay for it. See, his problem is he thinks that Ecclesiastes 8 says it's against the evil work.
It's now
Executed speedily. He think oh shit, it ain't happening to me.
I must not be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm good. The Most High dealing with me.
And it's funny, I was watching somebody talk about that with the feds. It's like the feds gonna let you just keep doing what you're doing. The case is being built. So by the time they actually do come and get you, they own you. So by the time they do come and get you, they got you 97% done. 95 or 7 or something. It's crazy.
People that get out of that.
Right, I got something. Isaiah 14, I'll start up at 4. It says,
thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? Right? The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
That's the violent man.
Yep. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and none hinder it. I'll jump these peaceful ones unless you want me to read them. About the fir tree and all that. I'll jump down verse 9. It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. And this is where we're at. All the kings of the earth, the high-ranking people of the earth, has now got us focusing eye on E right now. Basically, the earth is saying, well, we got to address this guy, man. This guy's doing too much. It ain't just Trump in America. It's all the Edomites. It ain't just BB. It's all the Edomites. Their whole rulership is a problem in the earth. And Iran's ready to deal with it. Shit, Russia, other Edomites is ready to deal with it. Asians is ready to deal with it. We're dealing with it from a righteous standpoint. It's partly us that have built up this energy and this spirit against this man. They weren't talking like this. I mean, they had their Cold War energy, but we're the ones that got it back hot, right? By prophesying on it. Anyway, it says, it have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? And this is what you were talking about.
Yep.
Right? It says, thy pomp is...
You done went from a place of being able to just with a command, you can get a whole city bombed on.
Right. Because of a lie.
Yeah.
You said they got weapons of mass destruction, or they're attacking their own people with chemical warp weapons or whatever.
You can have Iranian ballistic missiles on the city. Just at your command. That's how you had it. And all these missile defenses and all the technology costing you billions of dollars, and you could just dispose of it. You could just dispose of billions of dollars in a short period of time. Like, well, I got more where that comes from. Yeah. Send more people into war. We got it.
Yeah, let's bomb them and rebuild how we want under the new Israel.
And charge the citizens of that country to rebuild it. Which we blew it up, and you're going to rebuild it, and we're going to, you're going to fund it.
If you look
pay us back.
If you look at the before and afters, though, they're great at destroying, but rebuilding, nation building, what they call it, they're fucking horrible.
Well, I think they're too busy taking pictures of marveling at how destructive they are.
They just go in there and loot.
Yeah. It says verse 11, I'll read 10 again. All they that speak, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground?
Yep.
That
what happened to your
weaken the nations?
What happened to your brightness? What happened to your authority? What happened to your strength?
What happened to your light, your wisdom?
Right. Your brightness. Mm-hmm. You had it all. What happened?
Hey, they're thinking about second Esdras, I think it's the 5th chapter. He's talking about how maybe I'm not in the right chapter thinking, but basically, no, not. It's Isaiah 47.
Yeah.
When they go into, y'all read that already?
Okay.
Yeah, when he's talking about how they're probably, go to your, you guys.
I want to say this about Lucifer. talking about the top elites, man, because they rule the planet Earth on the left-hand side. So they got the light on the left-hand side. But the Lord, when he comes back, pursuing the Revelation, the 2nd chapter, he said he's going to give us the morning star, which basically Lucifer, but on the right-hand side. Lucifer only means light bearer. The book of Luke, his name is light, you know. So it's not a bad term. And when Christians read that, they get some fantasy land and shit that the angel Lucifer in heaven is physically fighting against God. It's madness, man.
He was up there in heaven playing the guitar and shit.
God didn't like the song,
the
so
most
he kicked it on
beautiful
the head.
angel.
He didn't like the song.
He rebelled against the Most High.
He was playing rock and roll, and he's like, "What the hell out of here with that?" You know?
Yeah, and he took angels with him. He took a third of the angels with him.
That's how, you know, that's why you can't leave it to these people to break down some of that one mystery. This day, no one should be able to deny. We're so far into this now. No one should deny that the proper interpretations of the Bible is by us. You know, the easy way to see it is through prophecy. Because we're the stuff we've been reading and saying the whole time, like Apostle Hart said, we're not breaking it down for you no more. We're just pointing it out. This is what we were talking about. This is the prophecy that we go back 10 years, and this is what we were saying then. This is what we're still saying today, and this is what's actually happening. You was gonna grab that?
Isaiah 47, right?
Yeah, like the little thing.
Isaiah 47 and 12. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries,
This is what had him on such that Luciferian level.
The
wherein
ability to be able to cast spells on the masses, you know, push propaganda, you know, push high-level deception, use you know, secret coded messages, hidden messages, you know, symbolism. He was able to do all these different things.
Right in your face.
Yeah.
People don't even realize that this devil's casting a spell on them.
Yep.
You know?
You don't question.
Right. They don't question it.
Continuing. Isaiah 47 and 12. It says, "Stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the
Because it
astrologers..."
ain't working no more. all that enchantment and deception ain't working no more. The truth is out there. The Heavenly Father's cutting off. He's slowly turning that tap that he had open for you, that faucet, slowly letting that shit dry up. Now he's starting to open up the floodgates on his chosen, on his elect. Go ahead.
"Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee."
Yep, that was enough. Back in Isaiah 14, I'll read 12 again. "Oh, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?" Because those enchantments ain't working no more, right? And the spirit is being taken off you. It says, "For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High."
That's the pride. The pride of thy heart. What does the scripture say? I believe in Romans, "Nay, but thou art but a man, no, and not the Most High."
Right, he's been saying that with this technology, he's going to be able to reach a status, basically God mode. We don't need any more saviors. We don't need any more hope for arcs and stuff like that. We're going to create our own ark.
We don't have to wait for a God in the sky to come down.
Exactly. That's
Save us
right
from
there.
us.
That's what this is speaking about, man. This man is saying he has the ability to give immortality.
AI through brain, what they call it when they freeze your brain? Cryostasis.
Cryopreservation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Psalm 9 and 19 in the NLT. It says, "Arise, O Yahweh, do not let mere mortals defy you. Judge the nations. Make them tremble in fear, O Yahweh. Let the nations know they are merely human."
That's it. A little more on this, yep. Y'all got it. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell into the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword. And got stained, right? That go down, because think about it, if you look at, if we were right now walking down the street, all we have to see is a t-shirt with blood on it. We're like, damn, something bad happened. Whoever's wearing that, that's what this man is like. He's just, you know, that's trash to be thrown out. Right? It says, that go down to the stones of the pit as a carcass trodden under feet. Yeah. And it keeps going. I'll keep reading. Verse 20, I got like one or two more. It says, I'll read two. It says, thou shalt not, this is verse 20, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. That's pretty much the point. That shows you that this is, the decline is not just going to decline, they're going to be low, they're going to be eventually extinct. They're not going to have a place in the city, in the world no more eventually. What that's leaving in mind.
It's Job 18 and 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine.
That tells you the wicked got light. That light there is Lucifer. What's that? Sirach, knowledge of wickedness. It says, knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
When you think about it, even going back to the garden, when he was a serpent, you don't think he had a light to him? He had a left-hand light. He was very subtle. He was crafty. He was skilled, you know, with his deception. That takes high-level intelligence, man. You know, and he even told Eve that you'll be as a god, knowing good and evil.
Back in Job 18 and 5, it says, Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. I'm going to read down to like 11. It says, the jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. 12. His strength shall be hunger bitten.
Yeah, it's like the Lord increased his pride to run him into that trap.
Yes.
That's going to cause his own downfall. You know? The Lord basically increased his pride that it made his eyes blind. And now he don't know that he's walked into a trap that the Lord laid for him. And now he's going to feel all the terrors going to come upon him. Iran, that's just one part of your worries.
Yeah, when our scientists about it.
That's when it's, yeah.
That's when everything everything.
When Leviathan
Yeah.
pop up, woo!
Everything went left at that point. Everything that can go wrong will
It has
go wrong.
already has gone.
It's gonna really go wrong that day. When you think you got issues with Iran, wait till Russia, China join the party, and then okay, maybe we still strong. We got the NATO, the EU. Wait till they turn their back on your ass. Then okay, just us in Israel, you know. And then the Most High, I mean, Yahweh Shai comes back. It's been checkmate.
It's an intergalactic.
Yeah.
Esau can't make it to the damn moon. How shot comes, angel comes from another dimension. Yeah, let your mind go where it want to go. Consider that.
Yeah, what's his name? Pete Hegseth. He said that he's obsessed with the UFOs. Yeah, I think they're plagued in their minds about the chariots, man. They're intrigued. 'Cause they're like, damn, like their technology defy ours. We can't fuck with that. We can fuck with everybody else on the planet Earth, but we can't fuck with that. We gotta figure something out about that up there.
Yeah, they got better line of sight to see the chariots, man. Yeah, we see the chariots. Oh shit, I can't even see it. You see a little lights, you know, moving across the skies, but they got satellites that can actually zoom in, you know. It terrifies them. They see so-called black men too.
That's gonna be part of those terrors that's gonna meet it. You know, the king of terrors, he sent his henchmen down. Yeah, you're gonna be terrified.
Zechariah? No, maybe Zephaniah. It's the curse. That's what they said on word. Zechariah. Fine, this is back in Job 18:14. It says, his confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. It says, his roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street.
I can't think of what it's called. You move a tree.
So like here. I said Pete Hegseth. To correct it, it was actually J.D. Vance that said it. J.D. Vance, he said he's declared himself obsessed with UFOs, files pledging to investigate them during his term, yet he holds a personal belief that these phenomena are likely demons rather than extraterrestrial aliens.
2-3%.
Okay. Just put
They're just kind of swapping.
Yeah.
So they adversary, you know, the angels are adversary against your whole setup. So they demonic to you.
So Vance, so he said he's obsessed with these, believe that they're demons. Hey, you know, righteous demons. But they ain't they call the nations call it our Lord Al-Shadia, which means demon-like power. You know, there's a more. Even Paul said it. The Lord's his foolishness is wiser than men. His weakness is stronger than men, and his foolishness is wiser than men. So how could you compete with that? But knowing how this devil is, he gonna try. The Lord gonna harden his heart like Pharaoh. You know? They're already in that mode of feeling invincible. But hey, the Lord, the Lord is setting this devil up, man. He's about to get ambushed. You're really about to get ambushed. Any other?
Revelation 12 and 7. I'm seeing if I can read it in the NLT. I was reading NLT. It said, then there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels. And the dragon lost the battle, and he and his angels were forced out of heaven. This great dragon, the ancient serpent called the devil. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's beautiful how the scriptures twist up the symbol. Those two angels, that same Lucifer angel.
Also, it was Michael that kicked them, that drop kicked them out of the spirit, out of the heavens.
That's literal. It's just coded the way it's talking about literally fighting in the heavens at the World War. Aerial. What's that called? It's aerial war? Not dog fights, no.
You say dog fights.
Yeah, all of that. All of that's what's going on. You know? Literally. But what's the Air Force that held the front? The chariots. You know? So they got an Air Force with a ground